Welcome to The Explainer. For the longest time, we've thought about digital security in just one way, but that's all changing. Today, we're going to talk about why the old rules are broken and what's taking their place. It's a shift from building castles to securing entire cities.
So where are we getting all this from? Well, our guide for today is Chapter 5 of a brand new report from Virtualization Options LLC. It digs deep into a massive shift that's happening right now in cloud security.
So let's kick things off with a question, just to get you thinking. When you think about your security, are you building a castle or are you building a city? Because honestly, the answer to that pretty much determines whether your strategy is stuck in the past or ready for the future.
All right, let's get into it. To really get a grip on where we're going, we first have to understand why the old ways just don't cut it anymore.
For years and years, the model for security was basically a medieval castle. You had this big, strong outer wall, a deep moat, and you just assumed everything inside was safe. But that's not how the cloud works, right? Today's cloud environments are more like these massive, sprawling cities with roads coming in from everywhere. That old castle model, it's completely obsolete. And this right here, this is the Achilles heel of that old model. It's something called lateral movement. Think about it. Once a bad guy gets over that one wall, they can just roam around freely inside, hitting whatever they want. It's the critical weakness that this new model of security is designed to solve.
Okay, so if the big wall around the castle is basically useless now, what do we do? Well, the answer is a total revolution in how we think about security. It's called zero trust.
One of the key tactics here is something called micro-segmentation. And if we stick with our city analogy, think of it like this. Instead of just a wall around the city, we're putting a secure vault inside every single building. Every application gets its own little isolated space. This really limits the blast radius, so if one thing gets compromised, it doesn't take down the whole system.
And this gets to the absolute heart of the matter. Zero trust completely throws out that old idea of a trusted inside versus an untrusted outside. It works on the assumption that a threat could come from anywhere, so nobody and nothing gets a free pass just because they're already on the network.
It all boils down to this incredibly simple but powerful mantra. Never trust, always verify. It doesn't matter who you are or what device you're on. Every single time you try to access something, you're going to get checked. So this all sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually work in the real world? Well, the biggest shift is that security isn't some extra thing you bolt on at the end anymore. It's being built right into the cloud platforms from the ground up. For starters, cloud providers are now embedding really sophisticated identity tools. We're talking way beyond just a simple password. This is about giving super specific, granular permissions, controlling exactly who can do what, and then constantly rechecking that they still have the right to be there. And then there's encryption. This used to be an optional extra, something you'd add on. Not anymore. The report makes it clear that it's becoming the default standard everywhere. Your data is scrambled and protected when it's moving, when it's just sitting there in storage, and now even while it's being actively used. And this next one, wow, this is a real game changer for so many businesses. Cloud providers are now offering what they call compliance blueprints. These are basically pre-made templates for hitting tough standards like GDPR or HIPAA. It just dramatically speeds up the whole process. Okay, so we've covered the problem, the philosophy, and the tools. But what does this all mean for you and your organization? The report actually lays out some really clear next steps. It really boils down to two main things. First, you've got to take a hard look at your current security setup, your architecture, and see how it stacks up against these new ideas. And second, you need to start planning how to implement a zero trust framework. So what does implementing zero trust actually mean? Well, in practice, it's about shifting your focus from where someone is to who they are. It's all about identity. It means you enforce least privilege, so people only get access to the absolute minimum they need to do their job. And you guessed it, you're constantly verifying every single request. So, to wrap this all up, the future of security isn't about building a bigger, stronger wall. That whole model is broken. The future is this intelligent, flexible, resilient web of protections woven right into the fabric of your systems. And that leaves us with one critical question. Is your security a wall or a web?